This video is about the very big change that Alberta has made in its nomination program. Very quietly, without much hullabaloo, they have just let this update slip in. Hello people, my name is Kubeir. I'm a CICC licensed immigration consultant, and this channel has everything to do with Canadian immigration, news and updates. So make sure you follow if you want to stay up to date with any of the Canadian immigration trends. Today's video, Alberta PNP program. Now, under the normal circumstances, Alberta's employer job offer does not really need to have too much of requirements or conditions. It was just that the job offer had to be genuine job. It had to be from an eligible Alberta employer, and if you have the job offer, in most cases you were able to submit an application for your PNP. And I'm talking largely to do with the Alberta Accelerated Tech Pathway, which is a very, very popular program. Earlier, with the requirements for the Alberta Opportunity Stream, also there were specific requirements for the job offer, but they were not too stringent. But this recent update, which has just been introduced by Alberta, this now specifies some criteria and conditions for the Albertan employer so that they can then provide this nomination support for their employees or for the prospective candidates who they wish to support. Now, what are the conditions? First of all, the business has to be legitimate. Of course, I mean, that is the main criteria, right? They have to be in Alberta. Of course, that is also a condition or requirement. Now, they can only make a job offer if that job offer is as per their genuine requirements. So, for example, if an engineering company suddenly out of the blues want to get a web developer in their company, that could raise a bit of concern. So the position has to be in line with what the business does, and it should be a genuine requirement. So the big change that has happened is that the Albertan employer has to be in business, has to be in active operations for at least 2 fiscal years. Now, this 2 fiscal years basically means that the year that they use for their accounting and taxation purposes. So they have to be in business for at least 2 years before the submission of the PNP application. The place of operation has to be in Alberta, where the employees can report to, where the job or tasks have been assigned, and the employer has to demonstrate the need of this employment by way of either the employee has to already have a valid work permit, or if the person is outside Canada or outside the province or does not have a work permit, then the employer also has to perform the recruitment effort to show that they were not able to find anybody who was a permanent resident or citizen who could do that job. Something similar to what the LMIA application would like to be about. And the big update that has been introduced is that the employer must have the annual gross revenue of $400,000 for the most recent fiscal year. Okay. And not only that, they also now need to have 3 full-time employees in Alberta. And these 2 are the most important changes that have been made as far as the employer requirements are concerned. If the employer does not have the gross revenue of $400,000, they may still be eligible to sponsor or support an applicant for nomination. However, in these cases, there will be some restrictions. For example, if they have been in business for 2 years, so 2 years in operation, they will be able to have only 1 nominee. So they can only support 1 nominee. If they have been in operations for at least 3 years, they can then support a total of 2 nominees. And similarly, for each year of operation, even if they do not have an income of $400,000, they will be able to support 1 additional nominee for each year that they have been in operation. Of course, as an applicant, it is your responsibility to check with your employer if they are eligible or not. But these big changes that have been made very quietly by Alberta will change the game for a lot of you out there, because this may not be as easy as it otherwise was for a lot of you out there who are looking to make their way into Alberta through the PNP programs, through the Accelerated Tech Pathway, or even through the Alberta Opportunity Stream. Now, I know the Alberta Opportunity Stream is closed at this point of time, but of course it will reopen. And when it does reopen, then all these criteria as far as the eligibility of the employer is concerned will make an impact. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more updates as they happen.